great state of Missouri. And you think about commitment, and you think about action, I think about this couple. Somebody said, can you sum up? I heard somebody say, how do you sum up this couple in one word? And somebody else said, contagious. So I want you guys, in tip, to get on your feet and welcome to the stage, Lori and Quintin.
How I got started in this business. I was introduced to this crazy rap thing at a party. As a mama of 4, I fell in love with the product. Who couldn't, right? I fell in love with the product and just decided to jump all in. I wanted to make $200 a month for this mama to get her nails and her toes done. And that's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. 6 months down the road, kind of fast forward, I went to conference at Tampa, and I had this huge vision, whether he was on board with me or not. I had this huge vision that he was going to come work with me, and he was going to quit his 6-figure banking job, and I was going to retire him. And a month after conference, he decided to join on because he wanted to. We started to blow this up together, and then in August, a year later, retired him from his full-time job. Let me say this, retired is rewired. So, oh baby, so we went from me doing this alone to us doing it together with the J.O.B., and then for him to quit his job and do this full-time with us was a transition.
So here's how this works. We're going to do it journal style. We can give you a little ditty about Quintin and Lori. No, I don't sing, I'm just kidding. But here's the deal. So you want to know what the keys to being a successful couple working this business is? We're going to tell you. It's being comfortable with yourself. Being comfortable in your own skin and understanding who you are. Understanding your own dynamic and being able to communicate that with your spouse and work within those confines. So here's what happens. We've got 3 sections of our story. Lori was working this business by herself. Her husband was in the background. Lori was working this stuff while her husband got on board and worked with her, and then boom, I quit, my job got rewired, cave, and we started working this together, right?
That's right.
So here's what happens. I come home, and I'm like, sit down, I'm at home to work. Just like bringing that brand new baby home from the hospital, right?
Ooh, isn't that a transition? What a huge blessing a new baby is, right? But it certainly brings a whole new dynamic to your family. And so now he's officially rewired, not retired, laying on the couch, but rewired, working this business full-time with me. And now we have this huge blessing in our life. And how do we keep that from straining our relationship? How do we thrive together and work together? So we're going to give you some tips on that.
We're that couple that we're not discussing story. We've been together since we were
3rd grade.
Yeah, it's crazy. I know. And so I know this woman. I know this woman's strengths. I know this woman's weaknesses. I know everything about her. I can tell you anything you want to know. But what we have a hard time with is knowing that about ourselves, right?
So we know our own strengths, right? And I certainly know his weaknesses. And so if I could, all day long just tell him all of his weaknesses, that's going to work, right? No. So what we need to do as women, just some tips on giving to women working this business with their spouse, is to edify your husband. Tell him his strengths. He knows his weaknesses. We all do. And so, every self-help book out there will tell you to work on your weaknesses. And I'll stand here and tell you, when you're working together as a team, don't work on your weaknesses. Work on your strengths. Because, baby, when I have my weaknesses, he knows my weaknesses. And what's he going to do? He's got my back, right? If he's weak in an area, I'm going to say, baby, I got your back. I got your back.
Here's the deal, man. We're one team, one mission in our house. We set goals as a family. We set goals as a couple. And we set goals as an individual. we see it. We look ahead and we see it. We rock this on the same page because that's the way we communicate. Look, I'm not going to tell you that we don't struggle. These are two bold personalities right here, man. We love being on stage. This is what we're going to talk over each other. We get right? That's how we rock and roll. So you imagine that conflict can be big too, right? But when conflict happens, it all boils back down to we've got that vision. We're one team, one mission in our house because we see the bigger picture. Or give me some tips. Like, what would you tell the ladies out there?
All right, man. I'm gonna give you some tough love, okay? So I started this business myself to make some nail money, right? Some ad money to kind of pamper my mom and self-afford. And I didn't really need him or want him in the business at that point because I didn't understand the big picture. I didn't understand what residual income even meant. I was just looking for party cash. And as I got that and that vision grew, I realized that from starting to get my party cash to the day that he joined forces with me and we worked this full time together, he was part of it from day one. So women, we got to get over our power kick. We do. We got to know that the day that we started this, it wasn't just us. You know, if you're doing this together as a couple, even from the very beginning, there were times to make that nail money. I needed him to help me in the background, support our family to that goal that I wanted that became our vision. And so we have to realize, like Pam says, we got to get over ourselves and say it's not me that got me here. It's us, it's my team, it's us that are here, standing here together because we did this together.
And here's how it goes for the men. We've got this big flashing neon sign that screams pride. Right? You've got to get over yourselves too, fellas. Your whole dynamic's going to shift, right? You're working together as a team. We've been talking, we get out there and help out that grind, 9 to 5. That's how we provide for our family. Your dynamic's going to shift. And what you've got to fall back on is communication. Communication. What I see not happening time and time again is, guys, all we have to do 9 times out of 10 is shut up. And 2, ask. Just ask, hey babe, what can I do to help today?
Aw, isn't that sweet? So here's what we kind of expect as women with the men in our lives. We have all these things going in our mind, right? And we just expect, he should just know. He should just know that we need to blitz. We need to schedule this party. I need to wrap this individual at this certain time. I need to run this report to make sure that we get everything that we need to get done in a day. And I just need to become a professional asker, like Mike Patella said. Become a professional asker. Ask for help. Tell them what's needed to help you guys go to your dreams and your vision and your goals.
At the end of the day, folks, we have our pyramid scheme. We have our pyramid scheme in line. God, family, work. That's how you keep it focused.
On the last tip in that pyramid of success, you can get there when you learn to outserve one another.